these walls and the front walls into sculptural things, it'll look fantastic. It means these doors, instead of being here, are over to the sides, where that one's drawn over to the side. So that you've got the front and the face curving, these being these edges. If we then want, the idea in both of these corners is to get maximum natural light all the way over there, all the way to that back wall. And in particular, the idea is, by putting these things here, not to create these dark boxes, is to let light flood into them. The best way to let light flow into them is to have it all glass. So if we take these old windows and make a sculptural mishmash shapes, using this window long, this window short, this window here, this window this type, this window that type, and put them all together, Mark's really happy to do that because the windows are free and he's been dying to have a use for them. so this would be a really cool thing to do because these would really look like sculpture. And I think it would be an amazing result. And we could then ideally have it go right down to the ground so every single bit of natural light comes into these spaces so that we use the absolute minimum amount of energy light, fossil fuel energy or whatever energy it is. So if we can leave the lights off in here as much as possible, that's option number one. So the lower we can make this go down with the maximum number of windows, the better. And if we can do it all with completely, energy-free, already existing old windows that would go to the tip if these guys hadn't saved them, I reckon that's a fantastic thing. So it's just a question of looking at them, finding out what we've got. Mark suggested he could, do a checklist of all the windows and send them over to me, and I could sort of try and throw them all together into these groovy-looking shapes, and they'll build them.
And there's enough for each of them, or are you focusing?
Like heaps, more than
I
enough.
think I got an 8-foot by 20-foot storage container full of them.
Oh my gosh! Okay.
So it's a building. It's a building worth of windows.
So all of the individual offices here we could use.
Yes.
Wow.
Now, one wall, the wall that in this situation, the wall that faces the storage area would be solid because every room needs a solid wall, and the wall here would be solid other than that window, so that there'd still be plenty of pinboard space, plenty of functional office stuff, but two walls in every one of these offices that face the light would be this funky wall. So in this one it would be here, in this one it would be here,
right.
Around the corner it would be similar. The blank wall would face that space that might be something else.
Right.
Great.
So I think that's satisfied. That's given me all the things that I was looking for without realising it with this fantastic green way of doing it. So I'm stoked.